伤了面子的感觉。
Good morning, Marsha. This morning I was doing my reading, which I do every morning, and I've been reading The Art of War. This is my mini Art of War book. And I'm getting close to the end, and so I'm reading the chapter on fire warfare. And in Chinese, fire refers to emotions a lot of times. When somebody's angry, we say 发火 in Mandarin. And that literally means to send out fire, that the person is sending out fire. And so I notice a lot of this going on, and I understand the challenge with Mr. Chen, and I have to say that, you know, sometimes when we go from one culture to another and one language to another, we tend to, and I'm not making excuses for him, I'm just saying that when we have these cross-cultural situations, sometimes one language, the impact of the words that we're using in the new language, we don't understand them. And I know from my own experience, when I was working with Corning Glass one time, I was trying to get the driver to hurry up to go get the boss. I said, 不要认为我狗拿耗子. It's like saying, don't think I'm not minding my own business. But the expression is like it's a dog chasing the rat instead of the cat chasing the rat. And so it's sort of like, you know, in my mind, I thought it was really cute. But I got in trouble from him, the guy that I was talking to, the driver. He got really mad. He's like, you know, you're an adult. You should know how to speak. You know, you should know how to say things. And so sometimes when we're crossing cultures and we're crossing languages, we tend to not have the sensitivities that we would maybe in our own native language. And so sometimes, you know, it's good to give people the benefit of the doubt. So in the reading that I was doing today from The Art of War, it says 主不可以怒而兴师，将不可以运而制战, which basically is just saying that a leader shouldn't react in anger or in you know, fire. That it's important for all of us, no matter what kind of a leader we are, a business leader, a governmental leader, the president, you know, I mean, we all need to be able to control our anger, and by doing so, then it's going to be able to allow for much better discourse and more diplomatic relations to improve, because diplomacy is about using certain skill sets and certain attitudes in order to work through challenges and difficulties, and this is the best way that we can work with China. Granted, maybe we don't agree with what's going on, maybe we don't like what they're doing, we don't agree with their ways of governing. But at the same time, if we want to make changes, we need to also be able to have a relationship and have a grounded conversation and diplomatic conversation that supports a certain type of friendship, if you will, which is the way that the Chinese culture thinks. They think in that way. And so when we can understand how they work, and if we can understand how to approach them in ways that will connect with them culturally to help to interact with them and explain and help them understand things the way we understand things, then I think that we'll be able to move forward and have a lot more beneficial conversations and improvements in our relationships. So at the end of this chapter, it says, 由国君之怒，将士之运而引发的战争，都是荒唐的战争，都是置国家利益于不顾，视百姓生命为儿戏的鲁莽行为. Basically just saying that when we don't consider the proper ways of doing things, that we get into a war and we're doing it out of emotion or anger, then what it does is it harms the people of the country, because we're the ones that will have to take the brunt of the the backlash and the pressure that is brought to us through the two countries not getting along well and being able to work through things. So I hope that you can understand from a little bit that, there's a lot of amazing philosophy and wisdom in the Chinese culture, just like there is in American culture. And when we can come together and share our individual wisdom and experiences, then we can learn from each other. Confucius said, 三人行，必有我师. When there's three people in the environment, when there's three people in the conversation, then I can learn from each one of them and they can learn from me. And when we can establish a relationship with China like that, I think that we'll be able to achieve a much more beneficial level of communication, and that will be in the best interest of both countries. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.